Hey, what's up, everyone? Hopefully, everybody's doing amazing. Again, we're back doing our thing, usual, as usual. And over here we have some crypto trying to look on to Ethereum, the US dollar, and this is the markup. I have my chat looks so dirty, but hopefully, I'll try to explain everything, and yeah, we'll get to see uh, what we're expecting for today. Remember, my general drone liquidities is below these lows, and I did enter a trade above here, and you can see we have that weekly order block, which was my key level. We had a tap into it, a rally higher. We can see an inversion fair value gap over here. Then I saw this price action moving lower, which I'll be showing you in the lower time frame, and I did enter my trade there with my stops above the high, my targets being below here. The market rallied lower, closing below these daily inversion fair value gap. We rallied back into the midpoint, as you can see, this clean reaction. Then we dropped lower from the consequent encroachment of this daily uh, inversion fair value gap. We dropped lower. We had this daily order block, which then I labeled my daily change in state of delivery, because this candle closed below this opening price of this candle. You can see this dark black thick line over here, which was by the way paired with this 1 hour breaker block. So the market rallied into it. I wanted to see these resist higher prices, then we can see these drop lower. Today we are having some what do you call CPI. So I'm here so that we can maybe watch what will happen during the CPI news. And from the daily time frame, what I'm seeing is we have these close candle, and we have already an immediate rebalance, because this lower week has already overlapped with these candles upper. Let's assume this is the upper week, so we have no imbalance inside the 4 hour time frame. But also, if you see these candles opening price, the market has already tapped into this opening price, and now we are moving lower. So if I drop onto probably, let me mark these uh, let me mark that opening price of this daily candle. So I'm taking these and having it there, because you can see now this candle has already tapped into the opening price, and that's because we are inside the daily time frame. Now we can go on to the 4 hour time frame to see what we have inside the 4 hour time frame there. So my entry was based on these order block here, which was paired with some 1 hour fair value gap, I think. Anticipated to see the market tap into these order block, because this is the last up close candle before this move lower. Then the market tapped, and then you can see it moving lower after we'd seen this buy side liquidity being grabbed above these highs with no displacement higher, so meaning this was the manipulation phase. Then we had these drop lower, so also was capitalizing on some moves. As you can see, we had a sell there, which was a good one. Also, now the 1 hour order block breaker block I was talking about, and see how the candles were respecting the main threshold or the midpoint of these 1 hour breaker block. But for now, let's see what we might be expecting, because we're having news, I guess, in 4 minutes time. We're having news, and for Ethereum, I want us to probably see what we might be expecting. So inside the 4 hour time frame, you can see we had this reaction of this daily change in state of delivery, paired with these fair value gap from these candles low. to these candles high, we have a fair value gap there, which has been filled, not fully filled, but the market has tapped into this fair value gap. I don't want to draw anything more to make my charts dirty, and then we can see this reaction that something also I usually like to see. I usually, in these circumstances, we have something I call an engulfing candle, which I'm seeing here because we have this candle, which is a bullish candle. We had the next candle, which cleared the high. You can see it up into a key level, two key levels, this fair value gap and also this daily changes in delivery. Then we had this candle rally lower, closing below the opening price of this candle and also the closing price, right? So this is a signal that we are anticipating lower prices. Also, something else I'm noting is we have a 4-hour breakup block, which is we have a low, we have a high, we have a lower low that cleared this low, right? Also, we have a higher high that cleared this high. Then the market has rallied lower. So these last up close candles, right, from these candles low to these candles high, that's our breakup block. And let me try to have it. So these bullish candles is what we call our breakup block, and probably I'm getting rid of it because we don't want to make this chart so dirty. See how we had this clean reaction of these consequent encroachment of this breaker, then a drop lower with an engulfing candle, which is something I usually like to see. Now, getting rid of that to have clean charts, now I want us to drop onto the 1 hour time frame. And what I'm seeing from the 1 hour time frame is we had also these fair value gap here. We had a tap into these fair value gap, these candles low, these candles high. We have these price tapping into these fair value gap. Also, this daily change in state of delivery. Let me bring it closer. There, yeah. Then after we had that up into this fair value gap, then now we are seeing some push lower, right? So we are having now the price action here. We had this rally higher, a sweep inside liquidities above this high. We have relatively equal highs below this, a change in set of delivery. We have sell side, buy side liquidity that has been taken with no displacement. So I'll label these as there, line, and then we have a label, we have a buy side that has been grabbed, buy side liquidity with my emoji there, and will be below bottom. Yeah, we've seen this. So the news has we have the news. So what there is the news. It has pushed higher because we had news at around 8:30. So that's the news, and we were talking about this buy side liquidity, but generally I want to see lower prices, right? So news can push higher because it's CPI. We can push higher, maybe clear the liquidities that has been engineered above this, then later on we can see a move lower. So news for now has rallied higher, and now moving to the lower time frames, which is the 15 minutes, and we had this sweep of liquidity below this low, then this push higher. And probably something I've not talked about is where are our premium discount levels, because remember guys, we cannot be selling inside discount. So from the highest high, which is this high of this price leg, to the lowest low. We were basically inside discount. Over here we were inside discount, so I'm assuming because this red line is the 50% level from the highest high to the lowest low. Let me use this other tool. So from the highest high of this high to the lowest low, there we are. So we were inside discount, so the market has rallied to premium, right? And is currently inside this daily this 1 hour breaker block, which is the last down close candle here. We have tapped into it, and probably from the 4 hour time frame, so I'll get rid of this because currently we are in premium. So what has happened also, the market has already tapped into the low of these 4 hour order block, this last up close candle. You can see it has already tapped there, and I wanted to see whether we can have that price action that will show us we are expecting lower prices. So from these, so we can drop onto the 15 minutes time frame and probably check on what we can expect. So what has happened, we have these liquidities here that the market has currently tapped into, and now we'll be watching what price will do. And one thing, I don't want to be majorly blindfolded with my buyers, right? I want to be watching what price action is showing me, and then maybe we can jump in for anything. So for now, we'll be watching for lower prices. I'll pause the video, and probably when I see anything form, because I don't want to make this video prolonged, then so I'll pause it, and then we'll come back and look for entries targeting sell side liquidities. So see you guys in a few. So this is the 1 minute time frame, and you can see price had already tapped into the 1 hour breaker block that I told you about. This is the breaker block, and remember, we want to be selling, right? And if you can see my chart, I have some markups. These are the kill zones and various key levels, and the first key level I want us to be talking about is this daily open. Remember, if we want to be selling, we want to be selling above the daily open, the true day open, which is usually 12 a.m. in the morning. And over here we have the weekly open, which is something also, if you want to be selling for the week, or if our anticipation is to be selling, usually it's good to be catching the move around the weekly open, right? And we have this sell side that has not been engaged. We have London, which was taken, then we had this push higher to clear London highs, and also we have some liquidities resting below this Asia low, which will be my target, the Asia lows. And for now, we want to wait for an opportunity to present without hurrying, because we have our key level, our liquidities that has been engineered, a key price point. This liquidity above has been taken. Now it's a matter of being patient and probably waiting for a confirmation that we are going lower. And the confirmation I want to see is if we have bearish arrays that are being formed, and probably 5 minutes arrays. Want to see clear arrays being formed without hurry, so that I may be for sure that this market will be gravitating towards these liquidity pool below here. And remember, our general draw on liquidity is hopefully I didn't, yeah, we have these as my general draw on liquidity below a given low that I showed you. So these are my general draw on liquidity, and yeah, for now I will be targeting this low hanging fruit. And this candle has a minute to close. And remember the thing I told you about engulfing candles. If I see this engulfing candle form, because we have these candles high being taken, and if this candle closes below this candle's opening price, that will be an engulfing candle, and then I will be in for shorts. So not yet printed yet, but we'll be watching how we have this printout. Then probably we can go in for shorts. So see you in a few. And remember, the draw, the first low hanging fruit will be these lows, if not at the midpoint of these consolidation here. So for now, our general draw liquidity is this, but we'll catch these move below the Asia lows. That will be our target. See you in a few, guys. All right, so what's happening over here? So what I'm seeing is currently we have this price action around here. I don't want to still rush, and I want us to see the next candle probably in the next 10 minutes to see what will happen. If we see a fair value gap being created, and then we see another candle displaced lower, probably that's when I will be in. But for now, still I'm not yet seeing what I really want to see. But in the next 10 to 20 minutes, I hopefully want to see some clean price being formed. But remember also, these 1 hour breaker block had already been utilized here. But is there any possibility that we can see price retrace to the midpoint? That we don't know. But let's see. But I don't want to see that being formed. Why? Because I talked about these 4 hour order block, which is the last up close candle before this movement lower. So yeah, now I can now probably be looking for those cells in this candle printing. If it creates an immediate rebalance over here or creates a fair value gap, then a rally lower, and then in the next 5 or 10 minutes, 10 probably, I'll be looking for shorting opportunities around these levels. So see you there. Hey guys, I'm back. So remember, we were here and wanted to see the market rally lower from this level, but I told you about this 1 hour breaker. It can be reused, and as you can see over here, the market rallied higher, right? Tapped closed fully this breaker block, or tapped onto the top of this breaker block. Then you can see how we had this sharp rejection lower, right? So to me, this is the level that I want to be looking for opportunities to be selling. Now, I don't know. Don't be distracted with these heavy marking on the chart. These are only kill zones. And over here, what I'm seeing, we have this fair value gap. I want to see a reaction of this fair value gap going lower. This candle, the next candle, if it closes below these candles low, then I'll be in for shorting opportunities. So again, it's a matter of patience, but above we have these candles low high, I mean this bearish candles high with these bearish candles low. We have a fair value gap that is overlapping with also this other fair value gap. So this can be a balanced price range, and somehow we can also see below here we have this fair value gap, 5-minute fair value gap that has been already tapped into. So somehow we can also not see the 15 minutes fair value gap tapped into, but we'll wait and see. And if it's tapped into, then I want to see a sharp reaction of that fair value gap going lower. So for now, we've seen this buy side liquidity being grabbed. We are inside a key level, which is this, and also remember we are inside our kill zone, that is the New York kill zone, from 7 a.m. to around 12, combining the New York session with the London close. So over here we can see now price is tapping into that fair value gap, this fair value gap, and now we'll be expecting lower retracement of price. So for now we'll wait and see whether we'll have that proper reaction off, then we'll enter for our sell opportunities. So I'll be seeing you in a few to look for entries for our trade. Right, so guys, it's past our New York time zone, kill zone, I mean, and with what we've seen is we had this shallow drop here. Again, we had this rally higher, so I was personally waiting for this 15 minutes low. That's why I had my alert here. I was waiting for this 15 minutes low to be taken, then maybe a rally lower, but that has not yet happened. Currently what we're seeing is the New York AM or New York session high has been taken, but it's not our kill zone. It's already around 12. It's heading to 12, which I usually, it's past the time, and now the major thing we have learned is sometime being patient, waiting for all our trades all our trade confluences to come in, because if I was in a hurry to enter my trade inside these fair value gap with my stops above, then definitely currently my stops could have been hit. I wanted to see a clear market structure shift, which didn't happen. I was expecting this low to be taken, creating a market structure shift, but that literally didn't happen. But now since it's out our time zone, I think we can close this trade, our charts here for today, and probably wait for another opportunity tomorrow. Every day is not a trading day. We had no trade today, and that's good. It's better not having a trade than to lose money. So that is it. Thank you for watching this video. Bye bye.